Welcome to 2K Sports. We have a Monday night of basketball for you. This coach you were telling me earlier. When it comes to coaching, you believe there's a difference between philosophy and style.
Absolutely. In my mind, philosophy is about your core principles, and those don't change, while style is built around your personnel. Therefore, it's got to be more flexible.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Jalen Johnson is out there with Mobley. Then it's Ball, and it's Moncrief in a shooting guard. Just 3 to shoot. He shoots. It's rebounded by Nashville.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. Coach, Nikola Jokic, a guy who thrives playing through contact.
Well, B.A., you know what? Sometimes, yes, maybe more than any other player, when Jokic is forced backwards, he tends to get more creative. It's confounding what this guy can do at his size. Never ceases to amaze.
Well, there's a lot to like about Jokic, but Stan, you wanted to highlight a very specific skill.
Yeah, B.A., it's his fundamentals on the offensive glass. When he rebounds, he keeps it up high so that he can put it right back up. Bigs need to learn not to bring the ball down. A truly unselfish player. Ball is always looking to create for his team.
McGrady to pass to Williams. Here's the pick. Rebounded by Johnson.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Moncrief. Now here's O'Neal. Hounded by Adebayo. Here's Moncrief. Adebayo with a steal. Down low. Here's Williams. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Outside Johnson. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here we go, all alone. Williams misses.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Johnson passes to O'Neal, and he comes up with a bucket. O'Neal's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, I'm a big fan of the passing aspect of Johnson's game. He's proven to be a very unselfish, team-oriented guy.
Here's McGrady. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by Moncrief.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Takes it inside. And Mobley gets it to go.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
McGrady, the pass to Adebayo. It's not going to go for him. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. O'Neal with it. Working on Jokic from 10 feet away. O'Neal misses. the Stars trailing. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jokic is doubled. Heinrich passes to Adebayo. Mobley with some nice D. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, here's what Nashville's head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, we reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Ryan, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Stop the drought. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
A line change here for San Antonio.
One shot.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the Spurs. Trailing by 2. Their last game, a win against the Magic. Looking to carry it into this one.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Coach, after making the playoffs 22 consecutive years up through 2019, the San Antonio Spurs have not been back to that stage since.
Well, every franchise, even storied ones like the Spurs, go through transitional periods. Fortunately for them, they have a lot of young talent and should be back in the playoffs sooner rather than later.
Free throw good, Robinson. And he can't hit the second. The Stars with a lead. Pass to Smith. Ibaka with a screen on Brunson. And here's Ibaka. Oh, trains the 19-footer.
Oh, the effort Ibaka brings to the floor is always tremendous. He takes every chance he gets to produce for his team.
Now Levine. Brunson looks it over. Robinson, a screen on Smith. And here's Brunson from the arc. It's rebounded by Nashville. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Here's Oakley. No points so far. Tries again. The shot by Stackhouse, no good.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
It's stolen. Fast break, here we go. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Pass to Robinson. Outside Brunson. Robinson, a screen on Smith. And a big finish by Robinson.
You know, there aren't many players who are more efficient in the pick and roll than Jalen Brunson. I mean, he has mastered that set.
Ibaka with a screen on Bridges. Fires, high post. Pass to Zerbiak. Over Levine. Zerbiak shot is off.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And the shot goes down. Now just a 1-point Nashville lead.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Brunson against Smith. Here's Zerbiak. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Robinson. San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Davis. Screen by Robinson. Inside. Ibaka with a steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Zerbiak. Gets a very good look and converts.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
Now here's Brunson with 1 on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Stars up 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Stars.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Nikola Jokic is out there with Serge Ibaka. Then it's Jalen Williams, and it's Heinrich in at the point guard position. And for San Antonio, Mobley out there with Jalen Johnson. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Lonzo Ball, and it's O'Neal in at the center position. Ball passes to Johnson. Here's O'Neal. Lets it go from 14. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. O'Neal's got 6.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
McGrady, the pass to Jokic. Now Ibaka. Pass to McGrady. Shot clock at 6. The shot from the low post is good. 5 points in the game.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Ball into the lane. And here's Johnson. Williams defending. Johnson against Williams. Shot by Johnson, no good. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Nashville. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Jokic with it. The kick out to Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ibaka. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Stars. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Just 4 to shoot. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Adebayo. Williams with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Heinrich's shot is off. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Moncrief. Here's O'Neal. Hounded by Adebayo. Oh, powered down with both hands. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Here's McGrady. There's a screen. Driving inside. Second chance shot. Adebayo passes to McGrady. Shoots over Mobley. The bank shot, no good.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
The baseline J. Moncrief, no good. Nashville has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Outside Adebayo. Pass to McGrady. No one near him. Rebound by San Antonio.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Moncrief, the pass to Ball. Screen by O'Neal. The free ball. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Stan, you coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I face because I was lucky to have smart guys. But I think fans underestimate how much basketball intelligence factors in when you're talking about the best players in this game.
For San Antonio, Davis, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Mikal Bridges comes in for Johnson. And Brunson is subbed in for Ball. And so he's able to get one of two. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wing shot on the way. Nashville, no good that time either.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And down it goes. 2 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Heinrich. Brunson defending. Here's Stackhouse. Missed inside. Spurs lead by 4. To the paint. Here's Bridges. Good D by Adebayo. Nashville has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second to stop the drought. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on
the lanes.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
You know, most people don't know that Bam isn't Adebayo's real first name.
No, B.A., it's actually Idris. When he was young, he was watching cartoons and flipped the coffee table over. After that, his mother started calling him Bam Bam, and it stuck.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Brian?
He can knock him down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Davis, the pass to Moncrief. Brunson against Smith. Beyond the arc. San Antonio again can't hit.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Right wing. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Davis with the block. Outside Brunson. Pass to Davis. Shot on the wing. And it's Brunson missing. The Stars leading. And stolen by Brunson. Here's Moncrief. To the inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. Number 5, the Spurs.
Well, last season, this was a team that prided itself on protecting the rim. They were not an easy group to score on inside.
Ibaka, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Levine's checked in. Pass to Zerbiak. Here's Stackhouse. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Stackhouse. 9 points for him in his last game. Let's go with a 3. Pure from three-point range. Stackhouse has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Robinson. Back to Brunson. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Here's Stackhouse. And the jam by Ibaka.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Mobley, he's checked in for Robinson. Pass to Zerbiak. Screen by Ibaka. Elbow shot. Here's Zerbiak. Ibaka with a screen on Levine. Tipped. Stolen by Mobley. Outside Levine. Taking them all on. Levine.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Stars ahead, up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
Giving Coach gray hairs with the turnovers. It's time to slow things down. Protect the rock. Make the simple play.
Dr. O'Neal, I think your diagnosis is right on the money. Now let's change gears and talk a little bit about all-star voting.
I don't put stock in the voting at this point. I could be blindfolded and tell you who's up there.
Yeah, and then on the outside looking in, you have a few guys on the bubble who haven't made their moves yet. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nashville leading by 4. Bam Adebayo is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then it's Williams, and it's McGrady in at the shooting guard position. Back to Jokic. Mobley with the block.
Mobley said nope, entry denied.
And for San Antonio, we've got ball. Jalen Johnson is out there with Mobley, and it's O'Neal in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Heinrich passes to McGrady. Off target with the 3.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Moncrief. Off target from 3-point range. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Stars. They lead by 4. Here's McGrady. Nails it from beyond the arc. McGrady's got 8.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Pass to Ball. The 3 knocks it down from distance.
Nice answer by Ball. He has the range to do it.
Outside Adebayo. And here is Williams. Shoots over Johnson. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ball passes to Mobley. Here's O'Neal. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there. For Nashville, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Timeout called, Nashville. Nice ball movement by Nashville. And finished off by Adebayo.
Oh, my. So much force in Bam's game right there.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Heinrich. Now here's Williams. Stolen by Mobley. Johnson with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Ball surveys the floor. Here's Moncrief. Just 5 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. That one a little long. Jokic passes to McGrady. Back to Jokic. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Johnson.
Look at Jokic gutting it out against the defense, really earning that and one chance.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
Nikola Jokic, shooting one.
Well, the metronome-like consistency of Jokic, one reason he's a multiple-time league MVP.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Taking a look at last year's stats. Here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. Nikola Jokic is second. The fourth spot held by Chris Dunn.
These two struck fear into their opponents last year. Able to force so many steals, they're a problem for opposing offenses.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Back to Ball. Pass to Johnson. Here's O'Neal. 5 to shoot. Now Johnson from behind the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And how about Lonzo Ball, Stan? Always roaming the passing lanes, looking to pick one off.
Well, look, B.A., he has great instinct. He knows where the play is going, and he gets there before the ball goes.
Williams from long range gets the 3 to fall. Williams has got 5 now.
I thought they played better defense in the first half. Since the break, they've been missing something.
From deep, Mobley. Williams grabs the board. Nashville leading by 5. Pass to Heinrich. Here's McGrady. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Mobley, a screen on Williams. Down low. The kick out to Johnson. For 3. The Stars pull in the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Shot from 12. McGrady's shot is off. Spurs trail by 5. Pass to O'Neal. San Antonio moving the ball around. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And a moment to check out who the San Antonio Spurs have coming up. On Saturday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Denver Nuggets.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for O'Neal, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Johnson. Now a timeout called by the Stars. Smith against Brunson. Pass to Oakley. Davis with the defensive effort. Spurs trail by 5. Now Bridges, covered by Smith. And it's Bridges with the jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
Nashville has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Brunson against Smith. Pass to Zerbiak. Shoot from the elbow. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. The Spurs have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. And Brunson, here we go. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Screen by Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Now just a 1-point Nashville lead. Pass to Zerbiak. Smith outside. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown. Zerbiak's got his second basket on the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. In third, the Spurs.
Well, their offensive efficiency has been incredible. It's why no one wants to play them right now.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better, and that's a testament to his impressive work ethic and drive.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
Unusual for him. He'd been in a groove from the line.
Williams passes to Heinrich. Back to Williams. Pass to Heinrich. The kick out to Adebayo. Second chance effort. Adebayo with the muscle inside.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Now Mobley. Outside Brunson. Mobley outside. From the wing. San Antonio again can't hit.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Williams against Johnson. Williams misses. Spurs trail by 6. Left side Johnson.
Aggressive move by Johnson, attacking the heart of this defense.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for San Antonio, Jalen Johnson. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good.
And look, with Jalen Johnson, the talent's always been there, the versatility. But what he's really worked on is the consistency with his shooting and taking care of the ball.
And Johnson drops them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. Picked it out of midair. The third quarter comes to a close. It's Nashville up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Nikola Jokic. Bam Adebayo is out there with Williams. And it's McGrady in at the 2-guard spot. And he lobs it up to Touring up for the lob. Bam pounds it home.
Oh, my God. Just throw it up to the square and Bam will do the rest.
Mobley outside. Williams against Johnson. Pass to O'Neal. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
To the paint. Here's Adebayo.
And it's all about length for Mobley on defense. He can trap you with those long arms.
Ball passes to Mobley. O'Neal inside, working on Jokic. O'Neal misses. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Stars. 4-point game. Outside, Williams. Fires in the triple.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Timeout called. Mitch Johnson rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told his players he expects more from them at the line, saying, quote, keep drawing fouls, keep getting to the stripe. But when you do, you got to make it count. Not looking to give those freebies away. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Pass to Johnson. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Moncrief. San Antonio again can't hit. Nashville leading by 7. Williams passes to Heinrich. Now here's Jokic. He's covered by O'Neal. There's a screen. Here's McGrady. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That'll be a second foul of the game. Spurs trail by 7. Ball passes to Johnson. O'Neal inside, covered by Jokic. Offensive rebound. That shot is good by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 4 points in the quarter.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Now a timeout called by the Stars. And I'm sure the players will be staying hydrated with some Gatorade during this timeout. It's so important that they maximize their ability to recharge during a short break like this. into fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Heinrich passes to McGrady. And here's Jokic. He's covered by O'Neal. Pass to Heinrich. 6 on the shot clock. Adebayo sets a screen. And that one's good. Heinrich's got his first 2 points.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
And here's Mobley. Here's O'Neal, covered by Jokic. Good D by Jokic. Nashville leading by 7. Here's Heinrich. Pass to McGrady. Here's Heinrich from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Mobley's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Here's Moncrief. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Williams with it. O'Neal covers. The steal. Oh, boy. Looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
The Spurs making a switch here. Trent's checked in.
Gary Trent.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
Nashville leading by 5. Pass to Jokic. Here's Heinrich. 5 on the clock. Takes him. Throw it down, Nikola.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
Now here's O'Neal over Jokic. That shot is good by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 6 points in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Outside Adebayo. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
Here's Moncrief. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Now an update on Evan Mobley from Allie LaForce. What'd you find out, Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Spurs provided some info for us. He said it's a sprained wrist. Doesn't look like any torn ligaments, but considerable pain and swelling. And it being so early in the season, this is a very frustrating turn of events for him and the entire team. Guys?
Okay, thanks for that.
Yeah, that's great to hear. You just never know how long someone might be out, but that report sounds encouraging.
Stolen by Jokic. Here's Heinrich, hounded by Ball. Now pass to Williams.
2 minutes.
Here's McGrady. No good.
Well, that's part of his role. With great size, they rely on him to help control the ball.
Nashville leading by 6. Here's Heinrich. Here's Jokic. Oh, the stuff!
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Johnson outside, beyond the arc, buries it from outside.
Well, it's easy to see Johnson oozing with confidence once he has the rock. Wants the ball in big spots. Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Moncrief. Oh, it misses. Here's McGrady. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And the Spurs call time here. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
Sengun checked in for Trent. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Unloads from 13 feet. Jokic pulls it down.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
It's money from deep. And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. In the lineup for the Spurs, number 33, Antonio Davis.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Nashville, Kurt Heinrich. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're behind by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Ball fires! And he commits the intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
At the line for 2, Nikola Jokic.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up by 9. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
He might not have made them all, but he made enough to put this one out of reach.
So it's the Stars picking up the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
All right, thank you, Nicola. This team showed up tonight defensively. What can you say about the effort on that end of the floor?
I mean, it's a whole collectively, you know, it's not just one guy, it's the 5 guys on the floor. So it's a coach, it's a bench, it's a fan. So thank you guys. Thank you a lot.
Thanks to all. Thanks to you, Nicola. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
7 feet, number 34.
What a man. Matchup.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA. We know things get heat. Between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Hayes is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mutombo in at the 5, down low. Pass to Olajuwon. From the low block. Tip. Here's Rondo. Here's Mullen. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Here's Marley. Here's Nance. Pass to Olajuwon. To the left side wing. Here's Baylor. He's guarded by Porter. Shot clock at 3. From the arc. Mutombo with a rebound.
That's their 4th attempt from the floor with nothing to show for it.
Here's Mullen. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Pass to Olajuwon. He's off on that one.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
Hayes misses. For Miami, they've gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, B.A., building their draft assets. They cashed them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet them.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Frazier. And he misses the go-ahead basket. For New York, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Mullen, pass to Rondo. Pass to Mullen. Fires from deep. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Boy, the catch-and-shoot game of Mullen, excellent. Tremendous confidence in that shot, as well he should have, because he's lethal.
Here's Baylor. He's guarded by Porter. Baylor, pass to Olajuwon. And that one is stuffed right through.
How about the bounce?
We could call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Here's Mullen. And the Knicks, another 3. Here's Frazier. Pass to Marley. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nance over Hayes. It's Hayes with the rebound. Knicks leading by 4. Here's Porter. Miami grabs the miss. Nance has got 4 rebounds in the game. Inside. Ooh, ripped away. Here's Mullen. Give him 8 for 3. Nance pulls down the boards. Nance has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Frazier. Miami moving it around. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
Olajuwon taking the hit and staying under control. What a powerful finish there.
Now Rondo. No points yet. He drops it from range.
You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
And representing courtside for your Heat High Squad, make some noise!
With a new group. And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. Jared Allen on top.
And last year he led the league in field goal percentage, allowing the game to come naturally and taking whatever opposing teams gave to him.
Gasol with it. Grant with a screen on ball. Here's Hole, pounded by Ball. And that one drops for him.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Ball passes to Mullen. With the 10-footer. And it's Dang with a rebound. Heat trail by 3. Pass to Old. Here's Dang. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's Mullen. 11 points in the game. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Gasol, a screen on Ball. And that one's good. Gasol
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's DeRozan, and it's New York scoring again.
Few guys, if any, do it better. DeRozan knows the mid-range shot is his patented shot, and he makes it happen. One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Brian?
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report. No good on that one. During his career, we've seen LaMelo Ball score from just about everywhere, Clark.
Yeah, you know, he's really a talented player. I mean, he can make it hard on any defense. He's always in motion, and he knows what to do when he catches the basketball. And he's unpredictable in how he goes about it. He's a hard cover for sure. You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
DeRozan outside. Pass to Allen. And here's Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Gasol grabs the board. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Here's Hole, pounded by Ball. Stolen by Ball. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
I respect the way DeRozan can still elevate and throw it down.
15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Gasol. Shoots over Allen. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks out in front, up 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
So on the floor for New York, we've got Jabari Smith. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Hayes, and it's Maggette in at the 3. Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Baylor. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. DeRozan outside. It's rebounded by Olajuwon.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Baylor, pass to Olajuwon. Now Nance. And stolen by Hayes. Outside, Rondo. Driving to the basket. From deep. Hayes misses. And for the Heat, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Pass to Baylor. Here's Marley. Here's Olajuwon. 8 points in his last timeout. Clock at 4. This one for 3. Again, the Heat misses. The Knicks have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. DeRozan outside. And the Knicks making a change here.
First team foul. New York substitution. Dikembe Mutombo. Chris Mullin.
Here's Mutombo. No made baskets yet. Here's Spaghetti. 5 to shoot. Here's Rondo. New York again can't hit. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Marley. From 11 feet away. Shot's good by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 6. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that on paper isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
To the left wing, deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. All right, let's take a look at the highest scoring teams over the past month in the NBA. Number 5, the Knicks.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Okay, fans. Time to get on your feet and make some noise.
Michael Porter, who's checked in for New York.
25, Michael Porter Jr. Let's hear it once again for your Heat dancers. Get loud!
Here's Baylor. He's guarded by Porter. Just 5 on the clock. And again, no good by Miami.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Pass to Mullen to win the drought. Rebound Miami. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
Offensively, it was never their night. The issues they suffered were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Outside for Porter. Pass to Mullen. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got his 6th rebound on the night.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here.
Here's Marley. Still no points. From 10 feet away. Olajuwon can't get it to go. Outside. Rondo. Down low. Here's Marley. Out to the right wing. And too long on the shot. Knicks trail by 4. Outside Porter. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Marley. He's defended by Hayes. Marley passes to Nance. Here's Baylor. There's the screen. There's the three. That shot off the mark. And it's Porter with the ball for the Knicks. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Pass to Mullen. They still need this. Nance pulls down the board. Nance has got 8 rebounds in the game.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Here's Olajuwon. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing. And it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Ole, hounded by Ball. Clock at 6, and it's Ole missing. Knicks trail by 4. Ball taking his time here to win the cold spell. Rebound Miami. And there's 1:38 left in the first half. Here's Ole to the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Pass to Porter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Michael Porter Jr. is an active shooter, which is why he gets defenders to overcommit.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
First one falls for him.
And Porter Jr. is a gifted scorer. I mean, one who possesses really good size and length that makes it hard for defenses to reel him in.
New York making a switch here. Smith's checked in. Porter hits them both.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Pass to Cooper. Miami moving it around. Here's Gasol. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Allen. Smith passes to Ball. Ball in the paint.
That is the LaMelo Ball special right there. No way to defend that.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Here's Gasol. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Porter pass to Smith. Now here's Ball. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Grant.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Pass to Deng. Here's Gasol. Allen defending. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
First team foul.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Gasol.
First one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Miami out in front. They lead by 2. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Right now, the New York Knicks are providing quite an entertaining and close game.
Shooting under 35%. Let me see. That calculates to they're lucky to be in this game. Look, they're getting a lot of hustle points, but that can only get you so far. They got to start executing down the stretch.
Yeah, patience is a virtue. Don't always take the first shot when you see it.
Moving on, in our game, here are the top performers so far.
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by example. We're seeing it firsthand. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. They've got Larry Nance, and it's Frazier in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half.
Next foul. Dikembe Mutombo. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Frazier. He's scoreless. 4 on the clock. Two-handed jam.
An explosive athlete, the precursor to the high flyers, prone to the spectacular. Baylor with the strong move.
Pass to Mullen. The 3. The shot that time not on target. Heat leading by 4. Here's Frazier. Here's Olajuwon. From downtown. Marley, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Oh, stolen by Nance. Here's Marley. Checked by Rondo. Pass to Frazier. To the middle. Here's Marley. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Porter. And here's Rondo. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Mullen. And a miss there on the triple. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Frazier. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And he's going for the lob. And Nance with the slam.
Sweet throwdown on the alley-oop that time by Larry Nance. Love seeing him bounce to ecstasy like that.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Our 2K leaderboard highlighting the NBA's assist leaders over the last month. In third, New York.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And here's Rondo. Still without a bucket. Here's Mullen. From outside, off the mark.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Frazier, the pass to Marley. Here's Olajuwon. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Pass to Mullen to end the drought. Yes, sir. Great play by Rondo to set him up. Rondo, he's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Top 15 in fewest turnovers. Not a terrible place to be, but somewhere where they can improve.
And going back to their free throw shooting, it really was one of their strong points. In end-of-game situations, they got the job done at the foul line. And he lobs it up, and Nance with the slam.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Frazier. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Olajuwon. 6 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hayes has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Mullen. Fires the 3. Miami grabs the miss. Nance has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Here's Olajuwon. Uses the glass to drop it in. Olajuwon's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, I think they've lost their intensity. I mean, the defensive pressure is lacking this half.
Pass to Mullen. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 9 rebounds now. Baylor, the pass to Frazier. Here's Marley. Rondo with the steal. Takes a 3. Mullen can't get it to go.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's Frazier. Still without a bucket. Pass to Olajuwon. Over Hayes. Shot's good by Olajuwon. And the Heat lead by 9.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. The guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, getting good shots.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. A new lineup here for New York. And let's take a look at the leaderboard and see which players were the top shooters from three-point land this past month. Jabari Smith, 3rd.
Sometimes you get into a rhythm from long range, and you can ride that stretch for a while.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 9-point game.
Allen's got some old-school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
Pass to Deng. And here's Gasol. Allen defending. Back to Gasol. Here's Cooper. 6 on the shot clock. And no good. His first shot of the night. Missing. Knicks trail by 7. Ball passes to Allen. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. Pass to Ole. Miami moving it around. Here's Cooper. Still no points. Drills it from deep. And the Heat lead by 10.
Yeah, you know, Cooper is consistent as a three-point shooter. Doing a nice job finding space to shoot from here.
DeRozan looks it over. High arcing shot. And so the ball out of bounds. DeRozan touched it last. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Thursday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Houston Rockets.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Oh, the pass to Graham. Here's Dang. Now Gasol. Shoots over Allen. Gasol misses. Knicks trail by 10. To the inside. Some solid defense from Gasol. The Heat have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. And then Gasol with the jam.
Really a short trip to the rack for Gasol there.
Pass to Maggette. And here's DeRozan. Ball outside. Back to DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. DeMar gets by the defenders.
DeRozan showing no panic whatsoever. Shot clock almost down, but nothing but cool head and composure from him.
43 seconds left in the third. And it's all missing. Knicks trail by 10. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Pass to Ole. Now here's Grant. Out to the wing. Here's Gasol. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
DeRozan passes to Allen. And so it's Miami finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
And Coach Spoelstra instructing his guys to look for the best option.
Yeah, there's no reason to rush any bad shots, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Hayes is out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Rajon Rondo, and it's Mullen in at the 2-guard spot. And it's Maggette missing.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And he's going for the oop here. Grant with a steal. Here's Marley. Here's Frazier. And the 3 off target. Knicks trail by 8. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. Here's Mullen. And it's Miami with a rebound.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Marley passes to Frazier. Here's Marley. Pass to Baylor. Sinks that one from the post. And the Heat lead by 10.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Dance against Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, impressive fadeaway right there.
Elite combination of power and grace. Hayes is a knockdown shooter from mid-range.
2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Frazier, the pass to Baylor. The fadeaway. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Rondo. Pass to Maggette. Hayes against Nance. Hayes misses.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Here's Frazier. Miami needs to get off a shot here. And it's Baylor missing.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Maggette, pass to Rondo. Here's Mullen. Here he goes. Tries to break his ice. Nance pulls down the board.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
And Nance with the slam.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. To the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Hayes. Now Rondo. Pass to Mutombo. Clock at 6. Outside Porter. Here's Mullen. And the Knicks miss again.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And he recovers it. Another shot. And it's New York with a rebound. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Rondo. Hayes with a screen. Pulls it from the corner. New York again can't hit.
Trying to take what the defense allows, but he couldn't get it to go.
Frazier, the pass to Marley. Here's Olajuwon. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
Boy, the shot blocking instincts of Mutombo, superb. Timing, exquisite.
LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Rondo.
Get there.
5 on the clock. Puts it up from 15. Gets it to go.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now Here's Ball. Tight defense on him. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Hayes does everything on the floor with force, including that power slam.
Heat leading by 12. Here's Olajuwon. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by Porter. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Ball. Feet out. Ooh, the shot misses.
The defender takes away his space and any chance of him making that shot.
From 6 feet. Ooh, the shot is off.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
A minute 9 left in the fourth quarter. Goes again. He gets the layup.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Heat.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
And when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
The player is fouled on a made basket. As he goes to the free throw line, my call would sound like this. Now at the line, Jaylen Brown. 1. Timeout called to the Heat. Time to turn up the Heat with your very own Miami Heat Dancers.
New York making a switch here. Rondo's checked in.
Right on Rondo. Let's hear it once again for your Heat Dancers. Get loud.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
So it's Miami now. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Oh, it's off! 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Watch Marley in the yard.
Here's Marley. Shot from 12. The shot is money.
Yep, whenever Olajuwon has the ball now, he wants to take the defense to school, and I like his aggressiveness.
So no problem for Miami as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
We are. In the thick. To the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
A look at the Magic starting group. They've got Iverson, Banchero out there with the Sar Thompson. Then there's Kidd. And it's Howard in at the 5, home in the paint. Now, here's Johnson. After the miss from Allen Iverson. And he gets it to go. Jordan's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Thunder.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area. And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Now here's Jordan. This game we saw him score 14. It's good. The assist that time from McHale. Jordan's got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Iverson. Last game he had 12. That's a 2 from Kidd. Hill pulls it in.
Boy, they're slow to get it going here tonight. Just 1 for 4 to start.
Pass to Johnson. Hill kicks to Johnson. Now here's Walton. He's guarded by Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Walton missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Banchero passes to Thompson. Pass to Howard. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, Dwight Howard, if he gets that kind of position, turn the lights out.
And last season, the Thunder with the best record in the NBA, and Greg, the best point differential in NBA history.
How about eclipsing the 71 Lakers that were led by the great Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West? And OKC started that season as the youngest team in the league. Needless to say, we've never seen anything like it.
That one, no good. And Hill throws it down.
That quick first step that Hill has is just part of what makes him so special. No one's going to get in his way once he's on the move.
Now, here's Banchero. Just could not put it together in that loss to San Antonio. And here's Iverson outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Thunder have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Inside, here's Jordan. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Banchero finds Thompson. Howard with a screen on Hill. Back to Banchero. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, this is Paolo Banchero's comfort zone right here. The interior with that size and frame. Look out.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Kevin McHale.
You can see Paolo Banchero plays with such a high energy level at the offensive end. So determined right there.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Joakim Noah is checked in for Orlando. Both free throws good from Banchero.
As much as Banchero's going to get to the line, he wants to be more efficient.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. Kicks it out to Johnson. And stolen by Thompson. Pass to Kidd. Latrey. Thunder with the rebound. And this the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Here's Beck. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Jordan. Bank shot. No good.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Iverson outside. From deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. Iverson's got 6 points.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the 3-ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguarded.
Here's Beck. Nothing on the board. Jordan the pass to Beck. It's stolen by Banchero. Iverson outside. Pass to Noah. Outside for Kidd. Thompson looking for an opening. 4 on the clock. And there's Banchero on the assist by Thompson. He has 6.
One thing I really like about Ausar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
Here's Beck. Jordan lays it up off the glass.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Oklahoma City. Ellis is checked in for Jordan, and it's Cassell in for Johnson. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Zion Williamson's checked in for Banchero. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Ausar Thompson. Martin's checked in for Iverson. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kidd. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first quarter. Williamson, the pass to Noah. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Paolo Banchero. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Magic.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
No good on that one. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
And he sinks the second. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Now, here's Hunter. Martin with the bucket. And the Magic lead by 7.
And how about the confidence of Martin in his mechanics, able to quickly get that shot off.
Pass to Cassell. Driving to the basket. Noah with the block. And they're able to recover. Martin, the pass to Noah. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just take what the defense allows, right? Joakim Noah, good recognition from high percentage range.
Here's Beck. Right side Horford. Near the three-point line, it's Ellis. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Martin. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Thunder trailing by 9. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Ellis the pass to Cassell. Now here's Johnson. Over Martin. Johnson can't hit. Hunter on the wing. Still scoreless. Here's Martin. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. And now it's an 11-point Magic lead. And so it's Orlando holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
McHale is out there with Walton. And it's Cassell, and it's Hill, and it's Ellis, and a 2-guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Now here is Martin. And he uses the glass on the layup. Martin's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Got it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Cassell. Lynn kicks to Martin. Now here's Howard. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And so here is Oklahoma City after Jeremy Lin's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Hill. Kevin Martin with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, Coach Mark Dagnall talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Guys, back over to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Another miss by Orlando. Thunder trailing by 6. Ellis kicks to McHale. Hill against Land. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Williamson, the pass to Lynn. Howard setting the pick for Lynn. It's good from about 19 feet. You know, DB, I heard some NBA officials talking about having a feel for the game and them drawing a line between playing aggressive and playing rough. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Kev, this is so fascinating to me because we've seen a reversion back to a little bit more of a physical game. But without some definitive guidelines, it makes the officials' job harder.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Michael Jordan. He's checked in for the Thunder. Johnson comes in for Cassell. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Alo Banchero's checked in for Zion Williamson. Thompson comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Allen Iverson is checked in for Kevin Martin. And Jason Kidd has subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Pass to Thompson. Banchero outside. Another miss by Orlando. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Thunder. 6-point game. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Thunder trailing by 6. Pops it up for Jordan. Michael Jordan finishes beautifully that alley-oop.
And you know how that play's going to end. Jordan in the air, adjusting effortlessly.
Thompson outside. Pass to Iverson, and stolen by Jordan. A finish, and Jordan throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And here is Howard. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one. The Thunder have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Orlando making a change here. Noah's checked in. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. The Magic in second. In third, the Thunder.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot blocking numbers.
And the Thunder with the possession here. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Back to Johnson. Horford with the screen on Kidd. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Johnson. Off target from three-point range. Magic leading by 4. Banchero outside. Thompson outside. Back to Banchero. And stolen by Horford. Johnson outside. Horford the pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to Johnson. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, but you got to like that fearlessness of Johnson. Just outstanding at drawing contact on the way up.
And he's good on the first of 3. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Now, here's Banchero. He's got 6. Pass to Iverson. Noah with a screen on Horford. And the clock, Iverson. Thunder with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
To the inside. Here's Beck. Takes the 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Thompson dishes the Kid. Pass to Iverson from outside the arc. Good in the assist to Kid. Kid's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Now, here is Jordan. 12 points for him. The Thunder with another miss. Here's Thompson. Banchero inside. The shot comes out.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Pass to Jordan. Over Iverson. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Orlando leading by 4. Here's Kidd. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Beck. Down low. Jordan punishing them inside. 35 seconds left to play here in the half. Banchero outside. Now Thompson. Back to Banchero. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Johnson outside. To the middle. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to 4 points. The basket there from Michael Jordan.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Magic lead by 4. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
I hate what they're doing on defense. Giving up too many gimmies, it makes me mad just watching it.
And I've seen you on the golf course and the hardwood, Jack. Gimmies are the only shots you make.
And next, a look at some of the possible participants for this season's dunk contest.
They should be glad I never participated in this. They wouldn't have enough backboards to handle the real big man.
I'm going to let you know. Anyone under the hoop, when he was playing, would have been in danger. You're right, man. I can dig it.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Thunder trailing by 4, and so in the game for the Magic, Thompson is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then there's Howard. And it's Kidd in at the point guard. Now Iverson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Johnson to the paint. Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan converting through the contact.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. No good on the triple. Oklahoma City shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you guys.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Banchero, following the basket by Michael Jordan. Outside Hill. Pass to Jordan. Walton has screen on Iverson. From deep, Jordan. Here's Walton. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Walton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder. Magic shooting at 50% in a decent group. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotation, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Orlando. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. In the 3rd spot, Dwight Howard.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Here is Howard. 6 points for him. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The 3 from Iverson. Another miss by Orlando.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
McHale outside. Pass to Jordan. Floats it up for Hill. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, as much scoring as Jordan does, the only thing he really cares about is that the team wins.
Thompson outside. They need this this one. Here's Williamson. That's it. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
McHale finds Jordan. Stolen by Thompson. On the wing, Iverson. A floater. Good defense. Better offense. Iverson.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Outside, McHale. And stolen by Howard. Williamson in the post. Defended by McHale. And it's Williamson missing. Outside Jordan. Pass to Hill. The kick out to Walt. McHale on the wing. 5 to shoot. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Iverson. He's got 11. Kidd, no good.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Howard. Hunter comes in for Thompson. Martin's checked in for Allen Iverson. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kidd. And here now the Thunder. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Gazelle the pass to Beck. Horford. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
The free throw off from Horford.
When you think about Al Horford, you think about a guy who entered the league with a maturity beyond his years. And now consider, guys, we've been talking about high-level play for over a decade in the NBA. What a career.
Ellis wide open. It's hauled in by the Magic. Noah's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Right side, Martin. Count that bucket. Martin's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Here's Cassell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cassell's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, agile play from Cassell down low. Finding a high percentage look there.
Over in the corner, Williamson. Outside, Martin. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Noah against Horford. Here's Ellis. Gets hauled in by Noah. Noah's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Williamson finds Lynn. Driving inside. Plays it up and banks it in. Lynn's got his second basket of the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lobbed up there for Johnson. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. For Ellis. Dwight Howard's checked in for the Magic. Banchero comes in for Williamson. Here is Lynn. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Pass to Martin. Good D by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Thunder. Here's Beck. Right side Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The three from Banchero. The Thunder pull it in.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Hill passes to Horford. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Banchero. Back to Howard. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Fred Hill picks one up.
I'll tell you, the experience working to his advantage. Dwight Howard draws the contact, able to finish it. Nicely done.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good, Howard.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Hill looking around. Cranes the three-pointer. Hill's got 14 points for the game. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead teams thus far.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Thunder out in front, up 2. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Johnson is out there with Johnson. Then there's Hill. Then there's McHale. And it's Walton in at center. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. The Thunder with the lead. Pass to Johnson. Outside Hill. Over Thompson. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Orlando now. Looking to get back on track here. And Walton sends it back.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
And McHale gets it to go.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. It's just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Now, here's Thompson. Back to Bancaro. Rejected by McHale.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the bucket simply will not go down.
Walton a screen on Thompson. Hill against Thompson. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Now here's Kidd. Iverson outside. 6 to shoot. Oh, what a finish by AI!
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make.
The Magic trail by 4. Thompson passes to Bancaro. Now Iverson, covered by Johnson. Iverson, no luck. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Johnson dishes to McHale. Over Bancaro. Rebounded by Howard. The Magic have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Back to Kidd. Pass to Iverson. Beyond the arc. The Thunder pull it in.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Johnson finds McHale. Here's Hill. He's covered by Bancaro. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Paolo Bancaro.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Jordan's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
You know, he may be kicking himself for that one miss, but establishing the 2-possession lead was key.
Pass to Kidd. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Johnson. Jordan kicks to Johnson. Back to Jordan. screen on Iverson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
At the line for your defender, Bill Walton. One shot.
The Magic trail by 8. And here is Kidd. And Carroll passes to Thompson. Pass to Iverson. Shoots the 3. Another shot. And Howard finishes it off. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
McHale with the ball. Picked up by Banchero. Hill. It's good. The assist that time from McHale. Hill's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Oklahoma City. Banchero outside. Thompson outside. Pass to Iverson. Outside Kidd. Here's Howard. Down low. Gets it to go.
I tell you what, guys. Howard is feeling it tonight. A big game thus far for him offensively.
Iverson against Jordan. From deep. That shot no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Rejected by McHale. Johnson with it. Outside Hill. Walton a screen on Thompson. Now Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. From about 16. Banchero vacuums it in. The Magic trail by 6. Oh, good on the layup.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Outside Jordan. Outside Hill. Walton a screen on Thompson. It's off target. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Got it to go off the glass.
And you know Howard wants that responsibility offensively, and that time he comes through for his team.
Now Jordan. Banchero vacuums it in. Iverson against Johnson. Shoots. Jumper is off.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
And stolen by Iverson. A quarter.
It's amazing how many ways Kidd sparks their offense.
Shooting for Orlando, Jason Kidd. 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Johnson, he's checked in for the Thunder. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Now Jordan. McHale looking for an opening. Johnson outside. The 3 goes down.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Allen Iverson. Great tee. Of course that missed.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Jason Hill. First personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for two. Kevin Johnson.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about takes a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Michael Jordan.